beautiful souls, welcome to Cenith Tarot. If you are new here, then welcome. Hopefully this reading resonates with you and you want to join our little community here and get more readings from me. If you are one of my subscribers, then welcome back. I'm so happy that you have decided to join me today. So today's reading is a message from the universe. I've kept this very open when I was communicating with my guides. So if you feel drawn to more than one pile, then definitely do watch them, because with these messages, they're not all about the same thing. They're actually quite different, so there could be multiple messages in here for you today, guys. We have 3 piles as always. We have pile 1 with this lovely mushroom carving. It is, I think it's, last time I said rose calcite, and I don't think it is. Is it I can never say it. It begins with M. But this lovely pinky coloured calcite, quite pale pink. We have number 2 in the middle with the tourmulated quartz tower. So if you're drawn to this one, then pile 2 is for you. And if you are drawn to this Caribbean calcite palm stone, then this is your reading. This will be number 3. Pop down to the description box for the timestamps, and do remember, if you're drawn to more than one, then definitely I will see you guys there, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey pile 1, if you chose the calcite mushroom carving, then this is your reading. So this is, as I said in the introduction, this is a message from the universe. So if you are drawn to another pile, then feel free to look at that as well, but we will get started. So I've used the Modern Witch Tarot for everyone today. We have Queen of Pentacles, we have 5 of Swords, we have 8 of Cups, and finally we have Judgment. For Oracle cards, from the Starseed Oracle, we have the 7 Star Sisters, Birth and Creations, Tapestry, Life, Expression. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Realization, number 3. We have surrender. And then we have Roots of Abundance 2. So, your reading, guys, if I feel like for a lot of you, if you've picked this pile, then I feel like there is somebody in your life that, I feel like maybe they are really getting on your last nerve. Maybe you've kind of had a bit of back and forth argument wise. This could be literally anyone from a friend, family member, whether it is somebody at work, or even just a neighbour or somebody. I feel like this person, with the 5 of Swords showing up, I feel like this person has really been getting on your nerves. Maybe there has been some miscommunication with this person, and I feel like this message from Spirit is all about telling you to stay in, I feel like stay in this Queen of Pentacles energy. I feel like Spirit is saying that, Spirit's a bit like, baby, you are way above this person. You do not need to stoop down to their level. No matter how crazy this person may drive you, you are way better than this. Like, this is a reminder for you to stay in this kind of very earthy, very grounded Queen of Pentacles energy, because I feel like she is somebody that probably does have a lot of patience. She is an earth sign. She has this abundance. There's no need for her to worry. I feel like people can't bring her down because she believes in her own self-worth. And I feel like Spirit is very much saying, stay in this energy with that roots of abundance. You know, it's all about, you know, I see that big tree and it makes me think of, you know, staying very grounded, staying very rooted into who you are, and not really giving, like, don't let this person drag you down. And I feel like it's quite interesting because I don't know if you can see it on here. You have two cards where I'm going to try and zoom. Sometimes it's better if you zoom in, isn't it? Let's see if I can do that. Sometimes it focuses better. There we go. It looks like it's got like a keyhole in this tree, and then you also have that with the realization, and it's almost like Spirit saying that you kind of, I feel like you hold the key to this problem, like, and this solution. Like, I feel like you know how to overcome it, and I think honestly that overcoming it is, you know, Five of Swords is here because I feel like Spirit saying, you know, don't give in to this person, don't let them drag you down to their level. Like, Five of Swords here very much makes me think of the very, like, kind of a very traditional meaning where it's about, you know, miscommunication and, you know, battles that almost like can't be won. You kind of win, but it's like, at what cost did I win? Because, you know, this person, they don't look triumphant. They don't look, it's not like a Six of Wands where someone feels very triumphant. There's, after that kind of like Five of Wands, they don't look particularly happy. You've got people that look upset in the background, and I feel like Spirit's saying that, you know, you are better than stooping to this person's level and, you know, saying something that I feel like you'll probably regret, but it's definitely going to hurt them, and I think in the process it will hurt you because you've hurt them. And so Spirit is saying, you know, stay in this, stay like, you know, if you're, stay kind of like high vibrational, and, you know, you may need to take time with that, like, realization. You have realization and that judgment. I think, you know, it's almost like you're going to have this realization that for a while maybe you just need to walk away from this person. You need time away from them. And I feel like this is just, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean, like, if this is a relationship, it's not like a break or anything. I feel like there's a need for you to, like, take yourself out of the situation, de-escalate it, rather than just being, like, going at it and having an argument. So I feel like, you know, take that time to, you know, Spirit's saying take that time to, you know, recuperate, especially with that water your garden. I feel very strongly that this is a sign, this links very well with that Eight of Cups. It's all about, you know, it says body care, but also I feel that kind of like emotional side of it, like really like listening to your emotions and your feelings and kind of really honouring them, putting up your boundaries, like really protecting yourself emotionally with this, with whatever situation this is. And, you know, I think by taking that time away, I think what it will actually do, you know, you've got this card surrender, and I feel like this is, you know, I don't think you have to surrender your position, but I think it's just a case of, you know, surrendering, you know, at the time, kind of having that time away, you know, and not being the one that has to win. But you don't have to necessarily surrender your position, I feel, but it's just in this kind of like argument, just be like I'm not doing this, I'm kind of backing away here, because I feel like this, you know, this card about expression, I think you'll come to realize how you need to express yourself and what needs to be said here. And I think, you know, whatever this is, whatever like little, whatever argument you have here, that kind of birth and creation makes me think, you know, this is something that you're totally going to get over. But I think it's just like Spirit is just reminding you to really stay in that kind of Queen of Pentacles. Don't let them lower you, and you know, stay high vibrational is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I'm just trying to see if I notice any numbers. You do have, I'll see 8 of Cups, and then you have that Surrender card is a 26, which adds to 8, so it is kind of like that change of mindset. So maybe Spirit is saying, you know, that time away is for you to have that, you know, just put you in the best mindset possible to deal with the situation with this person. So yeah, that is your reading, guys. Let me know how it resonated with you. As I said, all these readings today are incredibly different, so if this one didn't resonate, maybe if there was a second poll you were drawn to, check out that one, because I feel like they're kind of a bit specific as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in another reading. See you later. Hey guys, welcome to your reading. If you picked the Tourmulated Quartz, this is your reading. I love this Tourmulated Quartz. So today's reading, as I said, it's a message from the universe. I have kept it very open, so you know, some of them, even though the advice or whatever may apply to different situations, some of, like pile 1 felt quite specific. So if you were drawn to another, if this doesn't resonate and you're drawn to another pile, then maybe watch that as well. So let's get started, guys. We have, first of all, we have the 3 of Swords, but don't worry, I swear it gets better. And then we have Page of Wands. We have Ace of Wands. And Justice. Which, interesting, I'm literally filming this as it is probably the peak of the full moon in Libra. So, and Justice has come up there, which is a card of Libra. So you have the Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, make your life a moving prayer. Then you have Lifting the Veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. You have Boundaries, which is a 12, which is another 3. You have Fruition, 37, which is a 10, which adds up to a 1. And then we have the Uncharted Sea, 46, which would again break down to another 1. So you've got 3 ones here. So guys, what does the universe want to say to you? With that 3 of Swords, let's just get that out of the way straight away, because it just stares at, I feel like the 3 of Swords just kind of like stares at you. Yeah, it's my least favourite card, I have to admit. So with this 3 of Swords, I honestly feel like whatever heartache, whatever disappointments you've had in your life, I feel like they probably are still quite fresh. With it being in the upright. If it was reversed, I would feel like maybe you guys, you know, have healed from something, but I feel like this is maybe still quite fresh, still quite raw. So whatever this disappointment or grief is, whether it is from a breakup of a relationship, whether it is losing a job, anything else, you know, it could be like family member, you know, I feel like Spirit wants to tell you that this heartache isn't going to last forever, but also with this heartache, I think it's important that you don't let it hold you back, because the cards that I'm seeing here, honestly, I feel like you guys are about to sort of embark on some sort of like adventure with the cards that are here. So I feel like for some of you this may definitely be like travel related, when we can actually, you know, travel, with whether it's even like you're moving within the same country. I know I've got quite a lot of viewers in the US, so obviously for you guys moving within the country, you could go from Alaska to Florida and it feels like two very different countries. So, you know, for some of you, I feel like this is a sign that maybe you're going to travel for work, or just maybe for fun, and there is some sort of venture coming with that Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, and that Uncharted Sea. It does feel very much like adventure is heading for you, and I think this adventure is going to be, you know, I feel like it's, whether it is like a physical adventure like travelling, or if you are starting something, it just feels like very much like starting something new, something, whether it's like a new job role, maybe you are even starting to like date someone, or you're starting to have feelings for someone, which maybe you thought, like with that Three of Swords, maybe you thought, oh, you know, there is that kind of feeling after you've broken up with someone that, you know, you just feel like it's going to take you a long time to find anything or anyone again, or that love again. But I feel like for some of you, you're going to get someone come into your life a lot sooner than you thought. With that Page of Wands, I feel like maybe they could be younger than you, but it's going to feel fresh, it's going to feel exciting, is the main thing that I'm getting for you guys. Whatever it is, whether in love, career, whatever's coming for you, Spirit wants to tell you that this is something exciting. And I think with that Justice, guys, that you really need to believe that you deserve this. Maybe sometimes with that Three of Swords, if you ever get a feeling like, oh, maybe I kind of deserved that, no, you did not. Like, bad things happen in your life and they don't. I just saw 555, so that's a number of change. You know, sometimes bad things happen, but it's not because you deserved it. Don't think that you manifested it or anything like that. Like, bad things do happen, and, you know, it's not anything you can control. But I feel like you're about to start this new exciting experience, and you are going to, and it's going to be good, and it's going to be everything that you kind of deserved. And as I said, you have, so with that 37, 46, and you have the Ace of Wands there, that is 3, and then what's Justice is 11, that's another, that's a 2. So they are like, wands is a sign of like new starts, and it can be about, you know, getting divine messages as well. So messages from your spirit guides with like 111, and then with your, you have boundaries and Three of Swords. Threes can be about, you know, collaboration, manifesting as well. So maybe you guys are manifesting this like new start, this new opportunity. The Cosmic Heart. So with this new, honestly, with these two together, how I'm reading this, with this kind of new start, it feels like you are going to be bringing something into your life that is more aligned with how you want to live it. And perhaps, you know, by doing that as well, it helps heal that kind of Three of Swords. And I feel like anything that you feel like, actually, I don't want that in my life anymore, I feel like you're going to be very willing to kind of let it go. And with that Devotion, Potency, honestly, with making your life a living prayer, I very much feel like that is, you know, day to day doing things that, you know, are kind of to your highest good. So living a life that is aligned to your highest good. So whether that is doing something that follows your heart, you know, meditating, bringing yourself peace, bringing yourself joy, bringing joy to other people. I feel like by doing that, bringing that into your life every day, that is kind of like making your life a moving prayer. With the boundaries, I feel like maybe this is like a little side message, for some of you that maybe, you know, right now, especially if you know, if your heart is still really hurting with that Three of Swords, I think Spirit is saying as well, recognize that you do need boundaries, but there's also like, there's like a difference between having boundaries and having walls. And recognize, what are you doing? Are you having boundaries, or are you kind of blocking people out? I think this is kind of a reminder to some people to do let people in and do let people help, if you feel like you need that. If you feel like you need that support, do let people in. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not letting people in isn't having no boundaries also. Like, boundaries would be like putting, you know, not allowing yourself to kind of get used for your energy, or constantly putting in more effort than someone else. Letting someone in isn't a sign of a boundary, or isn't having no boundaries, okay? That's just kind of a side message. I feel like for maybe some people need to hear that. And then Fruition, very positive card. I think, you know, Spirit is saying that you're about to enter I feel like you are about to enter a very positive time. And with this kind of reading, it very much reminds me of the card Regeneration from Wisdom of the Oracle. It's a picture of a tree that's had, like, you can see it's had like scorched earth, like a wildfire, and there's rain coming down and it's just starting to sprout. And I feel like, you know, the fruition isn't going to be like instantly overnight, but I feel like it's coming for you. This, you know, maybe this Three of Swords felt very much like that wildfire, but this new opportunity is going to be that rain that you need to help you blossom and help you to grow, and you are going to absolutely grow into it, and, you know, it's going to be very fruitful for you. You're going to get a lot of joy from it, and possibly if it is like work related, maybe like a lot of abundance as well, lots of new opportunities. So that's everything that I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, do remember to like, subscribe, comment. It's all very much appreciated, helps me to grow and reach more people. If you were drawn to any other pile as well, as I said, each pile is very different in this reading, so there may be messages in another one as well, or even all three. So let me know if you did choose any others, and thanks for watching. I will see you guys in another reading. See you later. Hey pile 3, if you chose this lovely Caribbean calcite palm stone, then this is your reading. So as I mentioned in the beginning, all three piles have been very different. So if you do watch this and you're like, oh, it doesn't feel like it's for me, then potentially one of the two others. Or if you were drawn to more than one, again, there may be messages in each pile for you today, because they are very different readings. So let's get started with you guys. We have the Lovers, great way to start a reading. And then we have, even better, Two of Cups. We have Six of Pentacles. And we have finally the Queen of Swords. Oracle cards, we have Child of the Cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. The Seas of Mintaka, I always say that wrong, so sorry if I pronounced it really badly. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. We have Discernment, 10, which breaks down to a 1. We have Focus, which is 14, which breaks down to a 5. And then we have Into Me I See, which is an 8. So, honestly guys, I feel like if I'm reading this two ways. So the first, I'm going to kind of go through what I'm seeing from like a romantic standpoint, and then like almost like a self-love standpoint. So with, I mean, the Lovers and the Two of Cups, to get those guys come out together, and then not only that, they came out literally next to each other. You almost can't ignore this, that it feels like a love reading. Definitely when I first saw it, I was like, this does feel like a love reading. I feel like there's going to be someone coming into your life here, that you are going to have this very deep, very spiritual connection with. And honestly, I really do feel like this is going to be one that you feel with like your whole body. For anyone that hasn't had that kind of experience, honestly, it's just a case of almost like absolute knowing. You know, you kind of just look at this person, and within, it's kind of like, it almost feels like in your sacral chakra, in your solar plexus, in your heart space, literally all of it, you kind of know. And you may even get like full body tingles, like that kind of level of knowing. I'm feeling this very strongly for you guys, and especially when it is paired with this, you know, child of the cosmos. You know, it says intelligence of the universe lies within you, and I feel like this is a need for you to very much listen to what, you know, what your kind of higher self is saying. I feel like when it comes to this person that is going to come into your life, you're going to feel, if you're watching this and you've not really had like a major spiritual awakening, if you've kind of just, you know, maybe you dabble sometimes, maybe sometimes these just pop up on your feed and you watch them, but you're not like super spiritual, if you're kind of in that category, I feel like this is something that is going to make you feel a lot more connected to the universe and a lot more awakened. It may feel like it does almost like trigger something inside of you, and I think, you know, you're going to see this potential in this person, bring that unconsciousness to life. It's going to light. It feels like, you know, that sense of knowing, and you know, I really feel like for some of you this feels very much like it is going to trigger a bit of an awakening here. And interestingly, you have the Lovers and you have Six of Pentacles, which is 2 sixes, you know, which obviously number of the Lovers. Often I do feel like the kind of the more sixes you have in a reading when it gets like this is, you know, it is a good sign of someone that is one of these kind of counterparts for you, like a soulmate. And honestly, with that Six of Pentacles, I feel like it's almost going to feel like everything comes, I don't know, it feels like everything's going to come into balance here. Almost like, I feel like rather than, you know, maybe this person's, you know, going to treat you right or is going to bring balance to your life, I'm seeing this actually from a very like mental perspective, that it is actually going to bring you a lot of balance and a lot of you know, with that six, I see this six as being quite it always feels quite stable, the Six of Pentacles, and I really do get that feeling that is what this is going to bring you, is going to bring you kind of that mental stability. And honestly, with the Queen of Swords, a lot of people don't like the Queen of Swords. I am actually quite a big fan of the Queen of Swords, I'm not going to lie, because I feel like this kind of meeting this person is going to be very good for you, like cutting stuff out of your life that you don't need. As I said, you know, maybe any old beliefs you have about the universe, about yourself, about, you know, honestly anything like spiritual wise, if you've been someone that's maybe kind of shied away from it, especially if you are someone that's maybe experienced almost like religious trauma, if you are maybe someone that is gay and bisexual, if you've been in like the church or any religion and they've made you feel bad for that, that's like one message I'm getting. this is going to really help you bring out your spiritual side, and it is going to feel very awakening for you. And honestly, I feel like the kind of self-love aspect of this is whether it is someone that is coming into your life that triggers this, or whether it is just something that happens that makes you feel, it may even be someone that's not, you know, you don't see them in a romantic sense, but maybe you meet someone that is from a past life that you've had, you know, deep soul connection with. Honestly, I feel like this person again is going to trigger this kind of like spiritual awakening, and I feel like you're going to go into a period of like kind of reflecting inwards with that discernment. I think you know, there's like a need to question, you know, make sure you're questioning what you're hearing, you're not believing everything, and trust, very much a lot of it is about trusting your gut. So I think sometimes out there you do get a lot of, when it comes to spiritual awakenings and, you know, tarot readings like that, you do get people that will try and prey on, you know, try and prey on people to like buy their products or whatever. It's like, oh, you're going through a spiritual awakening, you really need X, or you really need this. I think there's like a need for you to be careful and you know, use your discernment, be like, do I really need this, or do I just need to, you know, reflect inwards? Do I need to just do that kind of work? You don't necessarily need someone, a professional, to be telling you you know, exactly how to do your spirituality, and how yeah, that kind of thing. You don't necessarily need a professional, because sometimes you do get people that do seem to prey on others. There's like so much information on YouTube from people that have been on YouTube speaking about spirituality for years, and that won't be like trying to force products on you or whatever. So, you know, I feel like that's, you know, again, kind of like a side message for some people. And honestly, you know, into me, I see it is very much a card of introspection. And I feel like awakening, when you kind of see this person, it's like this with the star over their third eye chakra, the crown chakra looks like it's glowing. You have the you have these 7 points, which, you know, 7 chakras. I feel like this is very much like a taking time to finally like introspect and, you know, do that kind of shadow work, and, you know, all that sort of stuff that people tell you about. And maybe finally, you know, you've met someone that kind of triggers all of that. And I think, you know, there's that need to have a focus on yourself, again, with that like kind of butterfly on that third eye. I feel like it's very transforming. I feel like, yeah, this relationship or this person that you're going to meet is going to be very transformative for your spirituality, and maybe even your abilities. Maybe this is when you kind of get triggered and realize that you do have some, like, I feel like everyone does have psychic abilities, but the trouble is, everyday life, it gets beaten out of us. We're not in touch with nature as much as we should be, and, you know, we don't get told to trust our gut and to go with that intuition. It's all about, you know, research and you know, sometimes we overthink life. We don't just, you know, trust and believe in ourselves. So I feel like, you know, this focus is gonna be very transformative to your life. And, you know, I really do feel like whoever's coming in, there's going to be this beautiful, deep connection. So that's, yeah, everything that I see for you guys. If this resonated, please do comment down below. If you were drawn to any other piles and you watched those, do let me know if any of those messages, what's it called? resonated. Oh my gosh, this is the first video that I'm filming in the evening for a long time. The clocks went forward here in the UK, and I had literally like the most terrible night's sleep, and then had the best afternoon nap. Like, I slept like a log. And yes, this is the first one I'm filming at night for a long time, so that's why the lighting is a bit weird. But I've forgotten what I was saying. Oh, that's why I couldn't remember the word resonated. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and I will see you guys in another reading. See you later.